If you're selling your home and you get a realtor, oftentimes the realtor will help you or at least give you pointers on how to stage your home, make it attractive to potential buyers. Cut the grass, clean up the yards, maybe rearrange the furniture, lots of different things you can do. I don't know what's happened in this situation, but if you have a barn in your backyard and you're selling your house, make sure you don't have it to where you can look in the window of the building and see an alligator living there. I mean, some people may want to buy it just because of that. People have been seeing an alligator in the shed of a house for sale, and they've been calling the police and calling the game warden and calling animal control. So the state has contacted us and has requested that we go out and see if we can, get this alligator. I've spoken to the property owner. Her husband has recently passed away, and previously he had several reptiles, and she doesn't really know much about what he owns, what he's got. She is aware that there's an alligator in the shed out back. I hate that she's now a widow and she's having to go through all these, situations and deal with all these problems by herself, and that's got to be a very tough thing to do. But the good thing is today I actually have with me an alligator biologist, and this is what she specializes in.
I'm not an alligator. No, I'm not.
She's going to be my camera person. I know she's home. There's no car here. Hello? It's the wrong house. Okay, let's go before we get shots. Oh, hey, fellas. Yes, I'm leaving. Sorry to bother you. Stay right there. Good boy, girl. It's not dummy locked. So I was told that this is dummy locked, and it's not. It is locked, and she doesn't have a key to open it. So we're gonna have to break into this building to get the alligator out. So here's a hammer. It's I don't know if the handle's a little rotten. I don't know if it's gonna do it or not. So this is my first time breaking and entering. Okay, so I don't know how this is done. So never done this before. And it doesn't work like it does on TV. So one hit, and they like, I'm afraid this handle's gonna break and it's gonna come out and hit me. Let me see if I can just like break the screw off of it or something. There you go. Alright, so is that what I call it, breaking and entering? You break something and still trying to enter. Let's figure this out. Alright, looking for a sledgehammer or a non-rotten hammer.
Something. There's something right here.
What is it?
I don't know. Right here. You can rip it off with that.
What?
With those little thingies. Yeah, rip it off with that. Those
So
little
I just try to hammer, and you think I'm going to rip the lock off with this?
I don't know. Just try it.
First of all, they want to get open.
Okay. I don't know.
Even if they did open, that's like tweezers.
Okay, I'm sorry. I don't know. I'm just trying to be observant.
Okay, let's see here. We're going to find something.
That was a little weak, though, with the hammer.
It was strong enough to break it.
It was, well, I just felt like you could have put a little bit more elbow grease into it. I saw a little metal thing over there that maybe you could hit it with.
Or was it nail clippers?
Okay, here, like right there, there's some metal things right there. You can hit it. Just hit the lock.
Piece of glass fish.
No, there's another metal thing. Like, yeah, that. Yeah, hit it with that. What if you took the end of this hammer and just sort of kind of put it like this and just...
I tried that and it bent.
We'll just pull it. See, you're welcome. You're welcome. Keep going.
I'm still not in there.
No, elbow grease. You're welcome. See, I am helpful for something. See?
Yes,
Look.
you're helpful
Go
in committing
ahead.
crimes, breaking
Go
into a
ahead.
building.
See?
There we go.
That
Okay.
exactly.
Glad
Who,
I-
wait.
glad I thought
No. Who was
Hang on.
right?
This is...
Open this.
I'm trying.
A little elbow grease is all it takes here. See?
I got it.
With whose help? Whose help? Huh?
We're looking for an alligator. Okay. There he is. I'm just kidding.
Stop, Jason!
I'm just kidding.
Don't do that to me. Jason, please, is it out? I'm scared.
I mean, I don't know where it is. That's the bathroom. He's not in there. It's a water tub. I thought it was going to be back here. Watch this floor.
Jason, I am so scared right now. I feel like I'm
This is
about
going
to...
to fall in, so be careful where you step.
Oh, God. What am I doing with my life right now? Jason, I'm so scared.
Alright, so this is not good. Because look right here. There's a hole in the floor. And right here, there's a hole big enough for a pretty big alligator to go out.
Oh, gosh. It's gone.
But hang on, there's a bathtub here.
It's in there. It's in there.
I
It's
see
in
him.
there.
He's right there.
Oh,
So he's
thank
locked
God.
in here. He can't get out.
Thank you, God. Thank you, Jesus.
Look. American alligator. Alligator Mississippiensis. Okay.
Oh, God. I was so scared. I thought it was going to come out and scare me or something. I thought it was going to boo out and, like, try to get me, Jason.
There it is. In the bathtub. Hey, buddy. You ready to get out of there? You ready to come out? Okay. Let me go get something to put him in.
Don't film me. I don't
Okay, I'm
like
not
it.
filming you. I wouldn't film you. Here.
I feel like we're in a haunted house right now. Oh, God. I don't know where to step. I feel like I'm going to fall through the floor.
So I just went out and got this box out of my vehicle. And I think it should fit in here. I've used this before to transport like big pythons in. And I think it'll fit in this. This alligator's been used in like educational programs for years and years and years. I have no idea what his temperament is, how friendly it is, or how friendly it's not. So, and the water looks pretty dirty. It's pretty cold out here, so I don't think he's going to be moving very fast. And he's longer than this box is, but he can kind of roll up in that box and be able to safely ride. We've got air holes in here. This is a box I specifically use to transport reptiles. So he's not the first animal that's going into this box. Okay, don't go through the floor. Because it's a little creaking a little bit. All right. Hey there, buddy. Yeah, so it's really cold out here. He doesn't look really friendly. And yeah, you don't like me even touch. I'm just barely touching him with the back of this hook, and he doesn't like being touched at all. I know, fella. So what I'm going to do, I can reach in here and grab him by the head. I can do all that. When I do that, what he's going to do, he's going to splash this nasty water all over me.
Oh, no.
So I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. And then I could grab him, I could tape his mouth up, and I could put him in the box, and I would have the water all over me. What I'm going to try to do is to get him out without getting splashed and without getting water all over me.
Because I don't want to smell that on the way home.
I'm going to get his tail and try to get his tail out and get my hands on it. He's still going to writhe around, but he shouldn't be able to splash water all up on me. And I'm going to get him out, and I'm going to put him right in that box. So here he goes. And I'm just trying not to get my hands on.
Jason, don't. Stop.
All right, move over there. I'm going to put him in the box. Get behind that door.
He's hissing at me.
All right. Well, I know this is you'd rather have a bigger box, but it's just for the car ride home. I know you're cold. See how he's moving? He's really cold. So he's moving kind of slow. I know, fella. Cool up in there. We're going to take you home and figure out somewhere to put you. All right, fella.
Okay.
Get you in the vehicle. Get you warmed up. Shut the door back.
Oh. Hi, pretty baby. Hi.
You got him.
All right. I appreciate it. Thank you, Jason.
You're
I
very
appreciate
welcome.
it very much.
And, so I just shut the door back.
Good.
And latched it, so it's shut, but I had to break the latch
Yes.
with the padlock, so you can't use a lock on it.
Okay.
But it's still shut.
It's okay.
Okay.
You know, there's nothing in there really. You know that is. Anyway, but thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, so we got the gator, and we're heading back home. And, you know, the gator was not in the best living conditions, and I think he's going to be okay. He looks like maybe he could use a couple meals, but other than that, I think this gator's going to be perfectly fine. We're going to put him in an enclosure outside where he can lay out in the sun and stretch his legs a little bit and get him a nice tan and act like a gator for a little while. So really glad we got this. And the macaw, the scarlet macaw that you saw, I was told they've already got somebody lined up coming to rescue the macaw, so it's going to be going to a new home too. So that's really good. And as far as Jordan is concerned, she survived.
I did not enjoy the spider webs, nor the faulty flooring, nor any of the holes in that little shed thing because Jason scared me. Anyway,
she survived, okay? Well, I made it back home with the gator. Here, let's get him out and look at it. Now, just sit right there. He's taped up. I taped his mouth up because, you know.
I'm serious, Jason. You
He's
just
fine. He's right here.
Anything fresh.
Because you're scaring the alligator. You're scaring the... It's okay. She's not going to hurt you.
More concerned about me than that.
He's being calm, and he's doing what he's supposed to do.
Jason, please, just hurry.
All right, so anyway, so people wonder, well, why can't you just turn this gator loose? Well, this gator's been raised in captivity, and he's been fed. So when you feed gators, you teach it people or food. You know these alligator attacks that you hear in the wild? A lot of times those are when people have been feeding alligators. Most wild gators usually don't have to worry about them attacking people. That's not really that What are you doing?
I'm just like making sure.
Okay, well, don't scare her. Hang on. You're messing up the video.
I'm not.
You are. Okay, so anyway, people wonder why we can't just turn this gator loose. Because when you feed alligators, you teach it people are food. That's why it's illegal to feed these gators in the wild. And this one's been raised in captivity. So we turn this thing loose. He may see a person standing on the bank somewhere and think, oh, dinner's here, okay? So this gator has to be kept in captivity its entire life or euthanized. Well, we don't want to kill this gator. We want to find this thing a home. I think I know some places that may be able to take this gator and give it a home because it's a pretty cool alligator. We have an enclosure behind me with alligators in it, and then next to it is an empty enclosure with no alligators in it. So he's going to go in the empty enclosure for now, and then we'll kind of see how he reacts to hearing other alligators nearby, to feeling the sunlight shine down on him, and being able to get out here and just enjoy nature for a little while like these gators are meant to do. So glad we got this guy, and he's such a beautiful animal. I absolutely love alligators. These guys are super cool.
You like to torture me with him?
No, you're torturing him. You scared the poor little alligator. Did she scare you?
You need to be more concerned about me, a human being.
It's okay. She's scary. She scares me too sometimes. Okay? Well, I'm back again at the same location where we took the alligator out of the barn. And now we're here for a different animal that's living under the back porch. After we left, a few days went by and they realized, hey, there's one more thing here. So we're back to get it, and hopefully we can do this with no issues. And before I leave, I'm going to check as many enclosures as I can to make sure we're not leaving anything behind. I was told it's in a fenced area underneath the back porch. Well, there's like 3 different fenced areas under the back porch. I think this is where it is. It's pretty noisy out here. They're cutting down trees and grinding up limbs next door. So I'm gonna have to try to talk over that noise. All right. Somebody saw something moving in this water. I don't know exactly what it is, how big it is, or how little it is. But we're about to find out. That's pretty deep. I don't feel anything. Oh, okay, there's something right there. Did you see that? Something just popped its head up there. Okay, here it is, whatever it is. Oh, oh, I know what you are. I know what this is. That is an alligator snapping turtle. Oh, glad I didn't put my hand in here. That's why you use a tool. Ah, where'd he go? Man, you know, this water, it's a lot deeper than it looks. Now to get him out of here. Okay. I guess I'm going to try to, I'm not going to reach my hand and grab him. I can get him up to the edge of the water and reach in and get him. But this water is, I don't want to put my hand in this water. I ain't worried about the turtle. I'm worried about putting my hand in the water. So try to get him out without touching the water. I think that's going to be the safest thing today I'll do. There's rocks in here too, but there's one turtle out there. If I can just get him up out of here. There we go, there we go, there we go. All right, so this is an alligator snapping turtle. And kind of a small one. These guys get a whole lot bigger than this. Now this is a protected species here in Georgia. You have to have a license to have this. And so this turtle will not be released. I've actually got a pretty special place this turtle will be going. So I know he's glad to get out of the water, but before I leave, I'm gonna feel around in here and make sure there's not anything else that we get called back on. A pretty cool alligator snapper right there. All right, here's an alligator. Oh, hang on. Hang on, fella. Ah, back up. You're going the wrong way. Sit there, and I gotta, right there, buddy. Okay. I'm just checking. I'm just feeling around in here right now. I don't feel anything else. So I feel good that this is the only animal here today. So good. All right, buddy. I got a box that I brought to put stuff in, and I don't know if he's gonna fit in the box I've got. So sit here. That's one dirty turtle. I don't think he's gonna fit in the box. It's not good. No. That ain't gonna work, fella. You find something else to put you in. Hang on a second. Because this crate has holes in it, and your dirtiness is going to get all in here. So I'll make it a little bit better at least. How's that fresh water feel to you, buddy? You like that? Maybe you'll smell a little bit better on the way home. All right. Maybe this one. I know, buddy. This is not ideal, and you barely fit there too. God. All right. Your neck is uncomfortable. We're not going far. It's just to get you to your next stop. I promise it won't be long. Last time I came, I had a really big box because I knew what I was coming for. But having him in this crate is not ideal, but he doesn't have to sit there very long because I'm actually not taking this turtle back to my facility like I did the alligator. Now it's time to go introduce this turtle to his new owner, Greg. All right, so I made it, and I'm here with Greg of Greg's Turtle Haven, and I'm about to introduce him to his new alligator snapping turtle.
Hi, how you doing? I'm Greg. I keep a lot of turtles and tortoises. I also rescue some. I also do field work with some, and one of the ones I do a lot with is alligator snapping turtles. This turtle's going to end up coming with me and live in one of my ponds and enclosures in my backyard, and also be featured on my channel to educate people about alligator snapping turtles. But look at this. Huh? So I've done a lot of field work with alligator snapping turtles. I've cooperated with Georgia DNR and the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service, and we've done, 3-year studies on Suwannee alligator snapping turtles in South Georgia. And then I also have my own study of alligator snapping turtles in the Upper Flint River system in Georgia. And so that one I'm looking at the size of the population, how many there are they moving up and downstream? And so that's kind of what I'm, researching and getting into, and it's also fun.
He's in this little crate he does not fit in.
Okay.
So I don't know if you want to keep him in this crate or if you want to put him in something else.
Okay.
But here he is. We'll sit him down on the ground so you can see this guy. Hey there, buddy. So what do you think?
Yeah, so that's a, looks like a pretty healthy, probably anywhere from 10 to 20-year-old alligator snapping turtle. Obviously been raised in captivity. The captive ones, like this, kind of tend to be a little flatter, from a diet, probably in things like pellets and chicken, stuff they don't normally eat. So it kind of causes a little bit of abnormal growth, sometimes accelerated, sometimes a little slower, just depending on how the person was feeding it. But the weight on this one's pretty good, probably about 15 pounds. And, like a healthy alligator snapping turtle, it's trying to bite me. So that's one of the good things. You always want to see that. If it's a snapping turtle and it's not trying to bite you, you need to look at, why that is. Let's see if I'm going to set him down for a second so I can open this. This guy in here, and then this box.
That's a much better fit.
yeah, it gives them a little room to lay around. It's got a top on it. Once it gets dark, they kind of calm down. They're a lot like crocodilians and a lot of other reptiles. Like, the darkness kind of calms them down a good bit. So,
all right, buddy, enjoy your new life.
Yeah. Here we go.
Awesome, Greg. I appreciate you, man.
Yeah.
Call me anytime you need anything, and we'll see you next time something comes up. All right, we did it. The turtle has a new forever home. Now it's the gator's turn. It'll be going to a zoo right here in Georgia that's just a few hours away from us.
Hey there, my name's Jody Gray and I own Lake Hartwell Safari Park.
Lake Hartwell Wildlife Safari Park is a 60-acre drive-through zoo where you can see and hand feed about 20 different species of animals, including bison, camels, ostrich, zebra, and there's a lot more than that here too, but there's also a petting zoo area and a gift shop, which is where they house their smallest gator. Good Lord.
Jason.
Fat Albert right there. That's a fat little chunky gator. Now this is how we need the other gator to look, okay? Well, maybe not quite this fat, but if they feed this gator this well, I think they can get the other one eaten too. He is a chunk. Look at him.
It doesn't
Yeah,
like
buddy.
me.
Yeah, buddy. You want to go back in there and just be fat? Go back in there and just be fat. This is one of Jeff and Jody's alligators. And these alligators are actually off display right now. So the gator I'm giving them is going from an off-display temporary enclosure to another off-display temporary enclosure here while they build a habitat for these alligators. All these gators were rescued from people who could not have them, or maybe were not supposed to have them, and none of these can legally be released to the wild. They have to stay in captivity. And so this gator is nice and fat, how they should be. So hopefully their new gator they're about to get in a few months is going to be just as fat as this one is.
We have 3 alligators in total. 1 you can find at the safari, and then I have 2 off display on our off-site property in enclosures for them, and we are building new enclosures to hopefully include all of them into an enclosure altogether.
That is a chunk of an alligator right there. I know, buddy. We're going to put you back up, okay? Yeah, he needs to be fattened up for sure. All right, here's your new temporary home, buddy. You know, keeping the turtle and alligator in captivity isn't just for their sake, but it also protects the wild population from different genetics that may not belong in a particular region, as well as possible disease or pathogens that could be passed to wild populations from the rescued animal. But when it comes to alligators, it's much more than that. An alligator that's been fed by people is one that definitely has the potential to be a dangerous problem if it ever did end up in the wild.